Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet. Boom! If it is interesting football conversation, if it is engaging, if it is also banter that will do your belly meow meow meow, you know it is on the Home Talk Podcast. And I have amazing people with me. Where we say if they put mouth for discussion, your belly go to sweet you. As gentlemen, ladies, let's begin with that lady who is very fine, super intelligent, and also whenever she discusses football, she they break them down. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only Toyo, baby!
Thank you.
Yes. You are looking at least as Alonso don't go now. The heartbreak don't follow and go.
Yeah.
A below ball.
Yes.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who will not rest because of carrying ball. This man loves his team passionately, but anywhere when he catch a teta, two of them go put leg inside one trouser. He has a saying that the only way Arsenal would not win the EPL this season if Arteta's, this man mesmerizes on the microphone. When it comes to PG commentary, that'd be the best for the whole world. When it comes to punditry, he does it with a lot of passion. The one and the only Sawadinho!
No clap for you.
I'm gonna.
Your tone, your voice.
Yes.
Is it powered by Carrick?
Yes.
It's powered by Carrick.
Powered by Carrick.
No,
yes. It's powered by Carrick. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to football administration, we look up to him. Yes, we look up to him. And he gets some conversation we will get today. You go know, say, the reason why in there here now, because from that place, he gets some kind of things when he know, and he gets some kind of things when we say, he go talk. He's also passionate about grassroots football. And we know, say, our football no go really develop like that if we no pay attention to the foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only Ogala!
Good
to be
back, and my shoulder did like this.
Yes.
Upstairs and up man you.
Up man you. I
don't talk upstairs now.
Yes.
Where's shooting side for table?
Go check now.
Where they for table?
Go check now. We will date top 5. Go check now. Go check now. I said the top 5.
What did they talk?
Yes. See this man. A round of applause for shooting. Yes. I marry you.
Leave her now. And carry.
They are shooting for the top.
They are shooting for the top. We will enter break. Once we come back, we'll enter straight into the conversation on the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet. Boom.
Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Boom. Just another reason why Bet Niger is truly number one.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet Boom. My amazing guests in the studio, and we'll delve straight into the conversation. But before we do so, let me let you know, 1 up and 2 up features. See, no be to just go on top of Bet Niger, go stake your games. It gets this where we say, if you know, it go make them day easy for you, because info. With 1 up, once, for example, you say Manchester United 1 up against Arsenal.
Yes, sir.
You understand? As Man U score, you don't get any problem at all. If not 2 up, consecutive goals, you don't get any problem at all. I just say I use that example because at least you use a win to illustrate.
Why is our the vex?
In the vex.
Why? I don't.
Okay,
well,
sorry.
See the way you look up. See the way you look up.
Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, it's okay. So let's discuss, because you na person will be say you see with what happened for AFCON with your eyes from the very lens of person when they there. Make we talk about some of the things where we say we see for AFCON, and a very good place to start. Now, what happened for the final of that game? I mean, the whole world was watching, including Badbele, Jamie Carragher. And we saw something that had our hearts in our mouths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was the global stage. It was 2 of Africa's biggest teams at that competition. And we saw Senegal stage a walkout towards the end of that particular match. And I have a very interesting question for you. Now, that chaos that we saw, do you think that it revealed the real problems in African football, especially with regards to officiating?
Yeah, absolutely. I think officiating was really bad, generally. Not for Morocco. A lot of people will say for Morocco, but if you pay attention to most of the games, controversy and downgrade of what we had in Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire was really good. You know, the world were commending the VAR decisions. Yeah. I mean, at some point they were commending and comparing what the EPL VARs, used to pick, and it's really sad to see officiating drop to this level after that upgrade in Côte d'Ivoire. African football, CAF should be doing better, by improving, not downgrading. A lot of course, conspiracy theories about, the officiating, people thinking that, or suggestion that it was meant to bid for Morocco to win a lot of, costs. When we're in Morocco and people keep saying, this officiating favors Morocco and everything. Most time I disagree. So the first game I saw myself, I was like, this thing is happening. But I don't think it's about Morocco alone, because in our game against, I think, Algeria also, there was some situation in favor of controversial decision. But the painful thing is the fact that for what we did with the AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire, and then this Morocco was really bad. And the fact that there's this agenda about the fact that it must be host and win. The reason why I think a lot of people are excited that Senegal won, so that this host and win jinx, or a template can be broken. As much as we know that Côte d'Ivoire did not, get into this officiating, conversation, in the last AFCON, they struggled in the group stage. They came from the knockout run and they won, but Morocco had a lot of dent around their performance at the AFCON. Well, Mosepe and his team needs to look deep. They need to tell themselves the truth. Officiating at this AFCON was terrible and it was bad. But the truth is, this officiating at the AFCON was really much in favor of Morocco. And then it's going to be very difficult to discard sour opinion or a lot of people opinion that believe that the AFCON was designed for Morocco to win.
Mistakes. If it is a mistake, you would make one for Team A and also make one for Team B. That is a mistake.
That was one-sided.
One-sided. Consistently. Any attacking move, you cut it off. And for those people that said, the decisions of the referee did not really impact the game.
They don't understand it.
You don't
so
know
they don't understand them.
The first place where football is played is here. Mm-hmm. If a referee keeps giving decisions against you, he messes up with your psyche.
For the first time at the AFCON, we lost this calmness on the bench. We saw almost every time the bench were just being angry, shouting.
Exactly.
Look at the players now. When he won't be the leader, they put on for head.
Let's move on.
Before we move on, let me ask you, Toyo baby. Before AFCON proper, we were lamenting here that no Nigerian referee.
Yes.
Even Somalia, when not really they play ball like that, or when we don't even know them for football. Get person there, whether na VAR, whether na fourth official, they get. Nigeria no get. And we spoke about standards and said, our standards are not good enough. But we don't see standard now. Maybe we see those when get standard. It can't be like say this thing. Now he mentioned the overall boss of CAF. What do you think that these people should be telling the referee committee with respect to what their referees do on the field of play?
So you think Mosepe would talk to the refereeing committee and teach them or tell them how they should ref?
No, not tell them how to ref.
A game.
Tell them that we are Africans. The world is watching. We want our football to grow.
Give motivational speech.
Yes, now ginger them.
Up, to elderly people. To be fair. Where everybody's watching you all over the world, they're watching, they're expecting you to be fair and to do the right thing. It doesn't make any sense. And just like he has rightly said, the fact that we see referees, they do some things that does not make sense. You can barely fathom why this referee is making this kind of call. We're seeing one-sided calls in games like this. You can make errors on both sides. We've seen referees cover their errors with another one just to favor the other side. Okay, sorry, But this one, nothing like that. Yeah. It was just straight down. And I think we're here the last time where we talked about how the referee, it's like they officiate these games and they want you to just, what do you want to do? What can you do about it? That's the vibe I get from most of these officiating referees during the AFCON. You're not going to do anything about it. You can't beat me. Yeah. The Ghanaian especially, we saw how he was welcomed in his, in his hometown. They welcomed him from the airport, flowers, cake, like he did something special. You just cost Nigeria the final slot, and you are back home. You're happy. You're welcomed like a national hero. That means just like he said earlier, that it could just be personal beef. We have beef, Ghana and Nigeria. Maybe we just have beef. The moment the officiating referee list was out for that Nigerian game, a lot of people were concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The final, Morocco-Senegal too, when we saw that VAR list, a lot of people were concerned.
Yeah.
So you can imagine you're seeing officiating ref list and you're already worried before the main game itself, and there's a problem.
Very big problem.
See, just to chip in, why these things will not stop. When a punishment is not equal, or it's
not
something
commensurate
that,
to
not
the
commensurate to the crime, then the crime will continue. If you go and steal ₦1 billion and then your punishment
is 150 million bill,
is to even serve
6 months,
7 days in jail, there will be so many people stealing ₦1 billion. What is the consequence for such poor officiating? Have you seen referees like punished heavily for poor officiating? No.
Get demoted.
Yeah, that's it.
Or even life ban.
They don't do that.
Demoted for how many weeks?
For how
Let's
many
say in the
weeks,
Premier League, how many
They'll
you
take it to the-
demoted?
maybe
Take it to
League
the
One or
championship, whatever.
Championship.
For how many weeks? And then you are back. What is that? So when there is no serious consequence for those actions, just like she said, the referees will be like, what can you do? We don't encourage the nonsense mob culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand? We do not encourage it. But imagine that thing was a thing. Imagine it was a thing. You go blow well now.
No, and the thing even cause problems now because we saw, Senegalese
In as
fans
much as I
who were
do not-
angry.
See,
They almost enter
let me
pitch
tell you,
self. Then
in a-
come they throw blows.
Let me say this here. I've said it before on my private podcast. In as much as we do not totally agree with the walkout, let's be clear. It is not the first time it is happening. Argentina has walked out of the pitch before with Messi as leader.
At the final.
It is a game.
No, but final, they somehow now.
No. See, why would they use final? They
Why would they use
overhype am.
final? See,
No, but final na final.
Yeah, because in a final,
final is
these things happen.
Do you
In as
think
much as it- in as much as it was not-
Messi would walk out? Do you think Messi would walk out of a World Cup final?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
it's
he would.
possible.
lie.
Emotion.
I think he would do it.
Emotion.
I don't
I
think
think
he
He would not.
He will do it.
He will still come back. He will still come back like the way he will
So
still
why
come
did he
back.
walk out? Why did he
He
leave
will
the team and walk out?
he will still come back.
He
He will
wasn't
still
in the
come back.
final now.
Wait,
that wasn't
was
the
it an
final.
international game or not?
But that wasn't
was it
the
a
final.
competitive game or not?
That wasn't a final.
It doesn't
a
matter.
final.
And it wasn't a
It
World
doesn't
Cup
matter.
final.
World Cup final.
See.
Emotion
let me
fit
tell
carry you go where you don't like.
Come on, World Cup final.
He go still come back
In as
now.
much as we would
He
say
better
that
not
was
come
not
back
a
again.
good advertisement for African football, did you notice that the referee did not make one wrong call in the 30 minutes of extra time? Go and watch the final again.
All right, moving on. No
It has
one.
played into his mind. He did not make one wrong call in the entire 30 minutes of extra time.
All right.
So why was he making wrong calls?
All right, no problem. Ogala, as somebody who was in Morocco and at different centers, let's talk about the entire experience.
Yeah.
Let's discuss football. Let's talk about security. Let's talk about journalists, and let's talk about the fan experience. Do you think that Morocco lived up to expectation or they fell short?
Absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic, brilliant,
But we
excellent.
see journalists where they para.
Well, I mean, in a tournament that you have hundreds of people, there will be pocket of cases, So, but for me, I had sweet experience. This is not my first time in Morocco. I've been there several times. I knew what they would pull out in terms of organization. I was so sure it's going to be brilliant. Security was very good. We could walk anytime, any time of the day. And I think another thing I have mentioned on social media is the fact that there was price control. Compared to Côte d'Ivoire, yes. In Fels, accommodation, transport was almost the same thing. Because Rabat was more of their tourist center and Marrakesh, but not really that outrageous, price hike. There was price control. There was security. I think we had one pocket case with one of our photographers, our colleague, that they almost snatched the phone. But the good thing is when you land in Morocco, one of those things they pass to us is the fact that ensure when you're walking on the road you're alone. Ensure you keep your phone. Ensure you're with people. I mean, so those orientation were there. If you have it, every country have their own challenges. Yeah. So when you have this, the good thing is that we didn't come for the AFCON and they started hiding those things from us. There were information about it. So you should understand where to use your phone and where not to use your phone. But to be honest, I mean, food, transportation, security, amazing stadium. You also saw it on TV. Match the experience was really good. They did very, very well. They took the standard higher. And I hope the next host can do better.
Interesting. Speaking about the next host, we know it is Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya.
Yeah,
I would like to ask you about, and Toyo, this is your question. I would like to ask you about what CAF must do. Because what happened at that final would result in two things. It don't give some people something to feel cite as example when they want to do their own. When they did their own, nothing happened.
Something will still happen.
You sure? Okay, what the CAF must do to prevent that thing from happening? Because if this thing happen a second time, African football don't enter dustbin with that. What must CAF do, Toyo baby?
If you remember the Cote d'Ivoire AFCON, we didn't have issues like this until Morocco. Before Cote d'Ivoire, we had one incident, one particular popular referee that gave, was it not 10 or 13 extra minutes?
That ended it
and then brought it back again and all that. But it has always not been, outrightly every AFCON tournament is woeful and bad. The only problem we usually have is stadiums, fanfare, and the outlook of the tournament itself. Morocco, so far so good, has dispatched all of that, which is giving us a beautiful tournament based off of pitch, infrastructure, everything, just like he has rightly mentioned. So Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, they are good countries. They are countries where people go as tourists, just want to enjoy themselves and all that. So for CAF, and I don't see them as countries that are quite troublesome. They're not troublesome. They just want to participate.
Yeah, exactly.
They just want to participate. They just want to qualify for AFCON tournaments, and play their part. If they get to the quarterfinals or round of 16 rather, that's probably like a historical
They will celebrate. They will celebrate. Yeah.
So I really don't think CAF would need to do too much with these guys. This is like an opportunity for them to host the tournament for the first time as joint nations. The only thing maybe CAF need to just do is talk about, like you rightly mentioned, refereeing. Talk to the committees, or rather the head of the committee. We need your men to do the right thing when it comes to officiating. It's the face of Africa in the world. That's the image you people are putting out there. So if you smear the image, you're also smearing your name too as well. It's going with it. Another thing, infrastructure. Morocco have set the standard now. Anybody else, and that's just the truth. It may look unfair to some countries that are not as financially buoyant as Morocco, but I'm sorry to say, if you want to put yourself out there and be the host of any African tournament, you have to meet up to that standard. Morocco has given us, for the AFCON, for the CHAN, for every other, even the under 20 World Cup and all that. Morocco have
under
done
17,
sorry, they've done so well. And then the AFCON itself, these guys are gunning for the World Cup, for crying out loud. So trust me, these three nations have to do the same. They have to follow suit. If they need to even talk to the Moroccans or copy whatever the Moroccans have done, they are free to do. Nobody is going to be against you for copying something as long as you make it successful.
Interesting.
So I really think that these three countries will not give us too much problem.
All right, so let's talk about what the technical director of the NFF, the Rock of Gibraltar, Augustine Iguavon, what he said about the MPFL and the decision of Coach Eric Chelle not to include a player from our league in the squad. He said he's disappointed. He felt let down.
Let's not go far. Augustine Iguavon was the coach of the Super Eagles at the 2021 AFCON.
Yes.
Right?
When we lost to Tunisia.
And we lost to Tunisia in the round of 16. How many home-based players did he take to the AFCON? Just one. Third choice goalkeeper, John Noble.
But he still carry one now.
Wait now. Third choice goalkeeper,
John Noble.
Even though Amaso Basoge is not presently in the league.
No be our slot too. Na foreigner slot. So no put am for MPFL slot. No be MPFL slot. No. That means say we go talk say. That means everybody we don't play MPFL before we go AFCON. We go no.
See,
there was no MPFL player at the AFCON. Yes, that's the fact.
MPFL player at the AFCON,
and it's disappointing.
It is worrisome. We keep saying this. There is no MPFL player at the AFCON. Is worrisome. You give a coach a mandate, right? You ask him, get to the semi-final. And the guy looks around.
Why they go give coach? Where we reach final the last time? They give coach semi-final.
It is what it is, right? It is because we accept mediocrity a lot.
Okay,
we
no problem.
accept it a lot. It has come to be a thing. So you're giving him a mandate, get to the semi-final. Or let's even say the mandate was to get to the final. And the coach has looked at your league and seen that he doesn't have quality enough. Listen, I'm not justifying carrying everybody he carried. You understand? Because I am never a fan of packing 28 players that you are not confident in. You will not play. Because the guy's in-game management showed that he did not even trust the people on his bench. If you cannot confidently substitute, let's say, for instance, Osimhen, right? If you cannot confidently substitute Osimhen, let's say in the 70th minute, and bring in somebody that you know that the tempo will not drop, or you cannot confidently substitute Lookman, or you cannot confidently substitute, let's say, Calvin Bassey, and because that is what I think about squad depth. I am taking off Messi and bringing Ronaldo. I'm taking off Xabi and bringing in Nesta. Do you understand? That is what I think of squad depth. Not because you go with 28 players, you go with only 15 that you want to play the tournament, and you use 10 to do racket. If you would use 10 to do racket, then you have no reason not to include MPFL players in it. But it brings us back to the conversation. What is the state of our league?
Speaking about the state of our
Sorry,
league.
no vex.
All right.
No vex, I
All
beg.
right.
But anytime we talk about what is the state of our league, it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have good players in the league.
Now the question when I want to ask
I
that.
repeat, I went to watch an Ikorodu City game. I was with Puja. And I said, how come I have not heard anything or seen anything on social media about this midfielder? There's this lanky, whether Musa guy or something. There are two midfielders I saw at Ikorodu City. I said, how come I've not seen anything or I've not heard anything about this guy? This boy is good. And Puja told me that, maybe Nami never see you, that they are doing a lot of PRO work on his head, on the heads of the people I identified. Meaning, see, let me tell you, if you know football, or if you sabi people who sabi play ball, you know they hard to identify somebody who sabi play ball.
Yeah.
You go not say anybody.
Have you seen
And
Abayomi Junior?
And then they for the league. They. So why are you not carrying them? I know our league is not good. I mean, the rankings revealed a lot.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't mean that there are no good players in the league. So why? Whatever he did, my brother, I don't know what I go blame. I don't know what I go blame him. But first of all, my brother, national team na racket. Make we forget that.
Okay.
Na racket.
As somebody who is passionate about grassroots football,
Yeah.
and an administrator that you are, as an administrator that you are, some people have
Emphasis on administration.
some people have looked at Eguavon's argument and they have said, we took our best players, in quotes, to represent the country at Chan, and they were woeful. If you tell a coach to give you results and you trust him to assemble the boys,
Yeah.
why are you angry that he decided not to go for the players in your league? Considering the fact that they had the opportunity to go to Chan
And they were beaten by Sudan.
They were beaten by Sudan. Sudan.
DR Congo no beat our all-star Super Eagles. See, everybody wey sabi me know say me I be advocate for MPFL players.
No
You know,
bias.
from journalist to administration. But like Sawa said, if you notice this conversation on social media, I no join.
Yeah.
Because I don't decide to pull out from that conversation. Yes,
So
sir.
you wey be
I
stakeholder.
dey champion am before. But guess what? You know why I stop? We dey do am before for the players. But I stop because our administrators they waste our time. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm part of it.
Our
but for-
administrators are
yes,
wasting our time.
they are wasting our time, and I'm talking about the NFF and the MPFL. Like Sawa talk, what is the state of the league? What thing we need to do to make the league better?
Yeah.
We know these things, so it is not everything. We not go wait for national team every time to shout say national. But see, I disagree with people. They shout this chant thing. The failure of Chan is on NFF and Eric Chelle.
Yes.
I will bet my last
It's on
million.
NFF and Eric
Yes,
Chelle.
yes, I will bet my last millions if it was Dan and Fidelis
That took the team.
that took the team to Chan, we would pass the group stage.
How? With these same boys.
Number one, what is the same boys? Number one, those guys,
They
we
were the
defeated
managers
Ghana in the
that did all that
qualifiers.
now. They were the managers that
We
took them to the
defeated
champions.
Ghana in the
Ghana
qualifiers
comfortably in the
in
qualifiers.
3-0 in Uyo.
Comfortably.
What we are saying is that number one, they know these boys. Go and check the squad. Chelle came with a different mentality.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I want to have a squad with the league winners having most players. I understand what he was trying to do. If you try to bring most players from Remo Stars, it might be very easy for you to have a synergy. But it doesn't work that way in national team football. Exactly. If not, we'll just decide to say, okay, let's bring all our players from the Premier League.
Yeah. Which boys beat Ghana comfortably?
This same squad.
Not this same squad.
Yes, Chelle came and scattered everything. One of those things that Chelle took the best left back in the league that had over 10 goals contribution. You carry him from left back, go use and play midfield. You carry your diamond, go to teach this boy. Just when you say, okay, if you go play this diamond, it go take time. Now, the MPFA diamond where you play, no be the same way you play with Super for the A team. You dey play the B team diamond with natural form midfielders. You go carry a bowler for Remo. Maybe say we know say in best strength to play behind striker. You carry and turn am to 7. You put an ass. We go be winger, natural winger. You put him for bench. Go check when he switched the formation to 4-3-3 in the last game. We know win. And that's no score. Oyewa no ball. So we know this voice. That's why I don't say. See, I just say let me talk. I know just ready for this argument again. Because if talks are done and Fidelis carry that thing, we go past group stage. But we talk on that time too when Olise come. Olise do Agidi. The only person we get right as Super Eagles A coach and B coach to go to China na Keshi. Because when Keshi come, in project was towards the home base. So he had the right 100%. He took the qualifiers. He had the right 100% to take the boys to 2014 Chan. When Oluse came, Oluse also was building something with the home base. Paul Onobi, Chima Akas, but he fell sick. And after the qualifiers, after the first leg in Port Harcourt or so, I think it was Salisu that took over in the second leg or something. Oluse was not around when Salisu did the most job. And I recalled and I said, Oluse, in my own opinion, stay away, allow Salisu to go. Oluse was, because of the project, I pardon him. He came, we failed to progress. Check when Salisu took over fully. We started the 2018 Chan, which is our best performance, that we lost to Morocco in final and won silver. We started the project about 2 years before. We started with the La Liga all-star team that they took some FFF. Go and check. Salisu was consistent with the squad invitation. And it was with those, we went to WAFU in 2017. Like I said, the project started in 2016. All-star to La Liga. In 2017, we went to WAFU in Ghana. Before we not did the AFCON the Chan in 20. Go and check our performance. Check the way we played. That thing was meant for Fidelis and Dan. And I was so sure, like I said, I would bet my millions they would did better than what Eric Chelle did. So on one side. The truth is, I am an advocate of MPFA player. I work with these guys. It's going to be unfair for me to come here and say that they should not be part of the Super Eagles. We have the quality. Just mention Ayobami. If you play Ayobami in Super Eagles midfield, he go ball. Yes, he go make pass, he go ball. Nothing dey. We don't see him before now, and he go see happen. Now one, he just mentioned we go receive like Kelechi go play ball. DM wait tall, he go play ball. Like there are plenty players dey. But the truth is, wetin we dey argue for? When the NFF we get the league and the MPFL we get the league, does not even understand what we need to do, invest and make the right policy. We can't take 28 players to AFCON and then we don't go get one single MPFL player, no matter how. The 28-man squad is also meant to be, okay, we're trying to build in Fago and the rest, Abi. Build 1-2 from MPFL. Give them that one spot. But I don't agree with Austin, because Austin too the NFF. And I keep saying, Austin, if they don't allow you work, now your role to ensure that we have interjection of home-based player to the Super Eagles, it's part of your role as technical director. If they don't allow you work, resign. Don't call the run for media. Why you run for media? Maybe say that your work to do. So now me you can't go do them. Wait until where I go enter the technical director for NFF if I don't go do it. But you are there now. So fight for these boys.
It appears like there is somebody somewhere who is more influential and powerful that knows the right thing and is not doing it.
No. We see. We are. If
the technical director is helpless like
yes,
me.
Yes, now he helpless. So now we go help him. Now we go help. See.
So what did they happen?
See,
who be the Olukoso when they
No. So the truth is. Nigerian football administrators, including me, I will not excuse myself, we are just lazy. We don't want to work. See, to make MPFA work is a lot of work. You have to, you know that kind of work. To make MPFA work, we go all of us from the league body to clubs. We go work. It go be like say we go lean finish.
But when I did there to work, why not they work now?
Now on club side, go and check what I'm doing at Shooting Stars. I'm doing my best, but I keep telling people, upon all the infrastructure we don't get, it is out of 1/19. It no go show. We need reforms from top to bottom. That everybody will align. Infrastructure, player development, welfare, inject billions into the league. Who go do them? Who go make the policy? We don't even talk about policy and implementation. Me, I did Shooting Stars. If you like, you don't do your policy, I will play. But I've see from my experience, from private club to government club, if I become MPFA chairman today, the league will work. You see all these governors, if you meet them and tell them, say, see, Baba, this is your pitch, I go carry your boys come out. Trust me, that man go do pitch. Is Bayelsa not building another stadium now? People, they shout, say, they don't build another stadium. No be saying MPFA pursue them. But we are saying that let's do a reforms that trickle down to all the stakeholders, with the government and the major stakeholders, and tell them, this is your role in football. Create infrastructure. Fund this thing. Now, appoint the right people. Take football from your political appointment.
Yeah.
Make it like a PP, a private and public partnership. Make changes no good day. But it is the right of the NFF to make the policy. So at the end of the day, we can't blame Eric Chelle who decided not to take these guys. Because the NFF, they're not even ready. They're not even ready. All of us just find shortcuts to win AFCON.
It's so sad. Do you know that I saw my Melody Sundowns?
Maybe there is our MPA boys to do racket.
I saw my Melody Sundowns versus Al Hilal.
That is the conversation we are not ready for. Only about 10 to 15 of those boys are on merit
in the national team.
In the national team.
They go past now.
See,
they go past 15.
15. You know, past 15.
They go past now. Now because the coach, see, like you said, you mentioned something. They pass now. They pass 15. You mentioned something. At the end of the day, in-game management. See, sometimes if you even get the 20-man squad, maybe they do on the same quality. Chair be like person where you manage game. Oh, not true now. We dey play Côte d'Ivoire. We dey play Morocco. This game they cry for two wingers. You got the Simon right sub. They cry for two wingers. Chukwueze and Simon at the same time. That Hakimi and that other guy go stay back.
Yes, now Mazraoui, they will stay back.
Adams, respect to him. He has been fantastic all through tournament.
But when you have a bad day, help him.
If you have a bad game, you have a bad game.
Take him out and bring a winger.
He was having a terrible day. Take him out and bring Chukwueze in. Lie.
Eric Chelle doesn't have a plan B.
What are you telling me? I said I call them trial and error. The coaches you have been having from Genoa, what is it? It's trial and error.
No touch Eric. Eric Nigerian number one football.
Eric is not good. Trial and error, that's what we been having. I try him today, he walk. I wear this white polo today. People like him. I go wear him today.
All right.
Someone, any coach will go get, we no get plan B.
All right.
Now the same thing you do with those boys for Chan.
Yes, now.
Like I said, see, we spoke with these boys. We just decided to just let it go. They got a meeting. I say, coach, this system, if you want to play Diamond, our league, the truth of the matter is, if you want to build a national team, what you go build them? Our league is if we played, majority of us play 4-4-2.
Yes, now.
4-3-3, and then the 3-5-2 of Dan. Even Dan, when Dan was in charge of the Chan, he not playing 3-5-2 because majority of the players they were coming from a system of 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. Then you don't go do Diamond because you come for 1 week, go play for Chan. It was unfair on those boys.
All right, interesting. I beg all the people in there, our administration for football, just do what una supposed to do. Una see say football they give us joy. Una see as it be like say all of us they beat us that night when Morocco win Nigeria. Everybody body just cold. This thing is something when we say we dey carry am with passion. Please improve our football, develop our league. Boys wey dey there dey ball so that this thing will continue to dey give us joy. Toyo baby, talking about a joy giver. As a celestial, a Real Madrid baby girl.
Thank you.
Abeloa is giving you people joy from the headache that Alonso was giving you people at the moment. Let's talk about it. Do you think that he's the man? He's the right man that will take Real Madrid to the promised land.
It's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early, but it's possible. Zidane started this way. I think he took over in January, and he went on to the number of points he was able to amass. If he had been there, he would have been on top of the table. But let's leave history. For Abeloa, he is this Madrissimo, this Madridista. First, he's a
Madrid DNA.
Yes, first. You would expect Xabi Alonso to be that person because he used to be a captain. But the problem is
the Liverpool contamination.
Not just the Liverpool contamination, because it's from the Basque side of Spain. He started from Real Sociedad. Sociedad, Bilbao, they're Basque. So he's not the Madrid kind of player like the Sergio Ramos and the likes, right? But that is not enough reason for him not to succeed. The problem with him is that he came to Madrid to want to implement some ideas that he had. And one thing that used to bother me was the fact that at Leverkusen, yes, he won 2 trophies, he went unbeaten. I didn't see these ideas with Leverkusen. Half of your games were comebacks, right? You were playing, fast food. They were football that I don't want to give it a bad name, but it wasn't as he did a good job, no doubt.
German football.
Yes, it was German football. We're always having to come back. We're playing counter-attacking and all that. It wasn't as if they were playing possessive football, positioning and all that. But he came to me and said, "Oh, this is my chance. I'm coming to a big club like Madrid, and beside my former club, it's time for me to now give them all those ideas that I have." He forgot man management. They always call top managers or elderly managers like they don't know what they are doing, because they massage players, they rub their head. Jose Mourinho, after leaving top clubs, where they were moving him from AS Roma to Turkey and all that, he gave one interview and said, if he would go back in time, there's some things he would have done differently. And he was talking about that Jadon Sancho issue with United and all that. He said, look, these players now, I'm not saying we need to beg them or plead with them. We just need
Don't rub their heads small.
Not necessarily rub their, but let them feel
love.
Yeah, let them feel that connection with you. He said this era of players are different from the other ones. Those other ones, they were men. They didn't need your mushy, your love, unconditional love, or maybe hug me or be
this
my
one,
best
any
friend.
small thing now, mental health
Yes,
now.
now these ones you need to have heart-to-heart talks with them sometimes. If you notice, since Abelowa was appointed, you saw the pressers. Most of the time, he's always talking about Vinicius is a good player, is a quality player. He needs the ball all the time. He was psyching them. See, a lot of people were calling him a fool. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. You're being cowardly. But is it not working for him now? These players are You needed to see the way both Vinicius Junior and Mbappe were defending from the front, running. Mbappe defended a particular ball from the attacking position to the back. I've not seen him track back like that before. That is a manager that just wants the players to play for him. While I'm here, I don't know if they'll give me the permanent job, but while I'm here, just work for me. Let me have a good record that I'm here. And that's one thing Abelowa understands. Man management. These players are my resources. These are the players I need for them to make my job be permanent or to stay. If the players are not... I don't subscribe to the idea that players have to be so happy. All your squad have to be happy, right? But I also subscribe to the fact that, look, if your players are not receptive to your ideology or philosophy, it won't work, because that's the first basis. Talk to them first. See them as human beings, not as kids. You're not their daddy. You are their manager, you're their coach. So see them as human beings, as adults first. And then you can now, okay, let's see, can this work? Your skill set, how does it fit into my own ideology? But no, your ideology comes first before their skill set. And that's where Alonso got it wrong.
Interesting. Let's talk about a manager who maybe doesn't see his players, and maybe now that team they see. Arsenal.
You know, see, yes, tiny.
Yes, Arsenal.
You know the same thing.
Ateta. You know, in recent Premier League, Arsenal is doing well. Beat Inter Milan. Go Italy, beat Inter Milan 3-1. No, now.
Beat Bayern.
Beat Chelsea for start. No, now. But it would appear like since that draw against Liverpool and the draw against Forest and then that loss against Manchester United at the Emirates, it be like say Ateta somehow for league maybe tactical limitation done the show. Do you think it is, tactical limitation now reflecting, or maybe not just poor run of form for the league for now?
It's not poor run of form.
Hey.
It's not tactical limitation.
Hey.
It is...
Ateta in.
It is Ateta just being himself. It would be very insulting to look at Ateta and say he is not tactical. It's very insulting considering all what he has done. Arsenal fans were not...
What has he done tactically? Your tactics have not won you trophies.
How can you say that Manchester United has gone from a team that is finishing in top 2 to a team that has not finished in the top 4 for 5 seasons? And you say somebody that took a team that is not playing in the top 4 to a top 2 team for 4 consecutive seasons, and you say it's not tactically sound?
We don't agree.
Are you shitting me right now? A person that took a team that was not playing Champions League football.
Yes.
To consistently play Champions League football, play in the quarterfinal, play in the semi-final, consistently finish second.
3 times.
It is not even a conversation whether you will play Champions League football next season. It is a guarantee.
And that's a big deal.
You understand? It's not a progress. Where were you 5 years ago?
Real Madrid,
No.
Okay, as a human being.
All right. So would you say you have not made progress in 5 years?
It's a different thing.
So,
That's a different example.
Not. Listen. Where? No, it's not. Where was Arsenal 5-7 years
what is
ago?
Arsenal's and Arteta's tactics? Tell me.
Right now.
Yes, what's the tactics?
Wait, how do you want me to put it to you?
Set piece. Put it to us.
How do you want me to put it to you?
Through set piece.
Wait, whatever tactics it is that is playing, that is making Arsenal finish top 2, play in the Champions League semi-final, play in the quarter-final, you can never say it's not tactically sound.
Sour, hold on. Hold on.
Let me calm down.
Okay.
Let me learn.
Yes, land.
So I said it would be an insult to say Arteta is not tactically sound.
Okay.
It would be an insult to say that.
Okay.
Right? Because he's tactically sound.
We take it back.
It would be an insult to say, okay, not an insult. I think it will not be completely true to say he's a poor run of form. The problem now I have with Arteta, the only problem I have with Arteta, which I have with some coaches, Arteta especially, is that Arteta has favorite players. Yes. That is the problem I have with him. Arteta has favorite players. Arteta is very stubborn. When Arteta signed Kai Havertz, right? Kai Havertz was struggling. It was as clear as day that this guy is struggling. But Arteta decided that whether I like him or I don't like him, I go play this boy till in peak form. And he did it. That is the stubbornness. Sometimes it works to the detriment of the team. Sometimes it will work. Most times it works to the detriment of the team. Right now, Arteta don't touch. It's Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka. He's don't touch. If Arsenal signs Messi, prime Messi, Saka go start. Saka is first choice. If Arsenal goes to sign Yildiz or any other midfielder, Odegaard will start. Do you understand? That is what Arteta does. Arteta is a very stubborn manager. See, William Saliba came to Arsenal. Arsenal collected him back 1 year after they should have collected him. Because Arteta was stubborn not to use William Saliba. William Saliba should have returned 1 year earlier. Arteta was stubborn. Instead, he went to bring Pablo Mari. It was when Marseille were now seriously on William Saliba's case after he had won the Player of the Season. And Arsenal fans were like, what is going on here? That was when he brought back William Saliba. This is the same Mikel Arteta that signed Sambi Lokonga and was benching Thomas Partey for Sambi Lokonga.
Try.
We were seeing it as clear as day that Sambi Lokonga was killing the midfield, but Arteta wanted to prove a point that he had not made a mistake in the transfer market.
The man stubborn.
So he was playing Sambi Lokonga until it was evident that we were heading to the bottomless pit.
Try.
Which is what has been his problem. This is an Arteta that in games where available players to play right back where he was playing Thomas Partey right back simply because he wanted to accommodate Merino in midfield. Don't give me the excuse of injury first to my part. No! Arteta wanted to accommodate Merino in midfield. That was why he was pushing Thomas Partey to right back when there were other options to play right back in some of those games. So that is the problem with him. And when he is locked on a player that this guy is an untouchable, for me, there is nothing you do, and it works to the detriment of the team. Odegaard, I have said it personally, is a fantastic player, but he be like NEPA. Sometimes na full current, sometimes na half current, sometimes he need a day at all.
Try.
The quality of a good manager is those times when that player is struggling. Bring him out. Substituting him or benching him doesn't make him a bad player. That is why you're a good manager. We just talked about Akko Adams. Akko Adams had a brilliant Nations Cup. Against Morocco, he was terrible. Taking him off doesn't mean he has turned to a bad player. It means you know that as it is right now, this guy is not having a good day. Let him sit on the bench. That is why you're a good manager. That's all we're saying. Odegaard cannot be having a disaster against Liverpool and you leave him on the pitch for 77 to 80 minutes. To do what?
The captain.
That is the sentiment. That is why managers fail. That is why they fail. So when you're locked in on certain players, which Arteta is at the moment, that is where we have a problem. Noni Madueke can come and show you that, okay, he's got maybe better pace. You can find a way to switch things. Shebi he substituted Trossard and did not bring Martinelli and switch Saka to the right, to the left. Meaning Noni Madueke and Saka can play together. All you need to do is just to tweak things a little. But when you're locked in on, now like this road, Baba, you go enter traffic now. You understand? So that's the problem Arteta has. Not that he's not tactically sound and all of that. But when you see that this thing, there is what they call the law of diminishing returns. When you see that this is having a diminishing return right now, Baba, replace Sam. That is why it is called a squad. It is what it's called a squad.
And he enjoys depth too. Arsenal, the depth where Arsenal gets. No, the depth where Arsenal gets. That is
why it is unforgivable.
That
is why it's unforgivable. Now, see, let me tell you something. Let me give you an illustration. Arteta signed Eberechi. A very creative mind. He signed him, and we had a game against Liverpool. Eberechi had just played against Liverpool a few weeks earlier
now.
And won against Liverpool.
Was very instrumental to
had played 3 games in the league
and did well.
Arteta signed him and benched him, and then people were defending him that he needed to integrate him gradually. Pep Guardiola signed Antoine Semenyo, started him immediately.
And he scored.
Pep Guardiola signed Mark Gueye on Monday, started him on Saturday.
And he was solid.
So what are you telling me? Because you're locked in on certain players, you're locked in. Bukayo Saka must play. See, last season in the Champions League. Exactly now.
When he was managing the boy, you
don't manage him. Bukayo Saka play until he faints. Yeah. Before you substitute him. Ethan Nwaneri, when Odegaard was injured, was balling for Arsenal. Yeah. Balling. Yeah. The moment Odegaard came back, suddenly that boy that was balling could not even get 5 minutes of action.
So sad. And the boy don't go now.
Could not get. He went to Marseille, first goal. And it wasn't a tapping. He drove himself, set the ball well, picked his angle, finished. It wasn't a tapping. And then somebody will come and tell me that it was in Marseille. It was in Marseille, but the guy has been doing it in the Premier League. So that is Arteta's problem. Right. Once he is locked in on the devil, there is nothing you will do to change that devil.
Win the treble.
See, you know the thing he has shown, the thing we are believing on is that this noise that Arsenal fans are beginning to make will get to him, and it's not just coming from Sawa, it's coming from Vieira. People that have loud voices. It's coming from Thierry Henry.
Yeah, right.
It's coming from people that have loud voices.
Influential people.
You understand? Influential people. This keep it safe that Arteta always plays. Keep it safe. Everybody has exposed it. When Rooney exposed it, everybody exposed it. Zubimendi had no business passing that ball backward. He had no business passing that ball backward. One tap to Declan Rice and Arsenal had a goal-bound opportunity. Instead, the short man from Sociedad decided to go back. And it resulted in a goal. And that was the only way Man U came into that game. That was the only way Man U came into that game. Go and listen to the commentary. The commentator was like, against the run of play, Arsenal has gifted Manchester United a goal.
All right, interesting.
So, unless Arteta's, Arsenal will win a quadruple.
And if he Arteta's this season,
Arsenal will go trophyless. Exactly.
Toyo, maybe let me come to you now. Let me ask you about Liverpool. Liverpool spent a lot of money. But it appears like that team, with the money that they have spent, are still struggling. What should Ancelotti do to ensure that this group clicks?
You have to do a lot, but not spend too much money. They've spent it enough already. Attacking options, they have it in abundance.
£500 million.
Yeah, they have attacking options in abundance from the 2 strikers. You have Ekitike, Isak. Isak is out for a long time, even though you have Cody Gakpo. You have who else? Florian Wirtz. I wouldn't want to mention Mohamed Salah because he's one leg in, one leg out. Who else do they have in that attacking option there? Chiesa. Now, did you see where I'm going to with all of these things? They lack proper wingers. There's no number 11 and number 7. Aside from Mohamed Salah, who is aging, and we know will be leaving very soon. Maybe at the end of the season he will leave, or maybe next season. But there's no number 7. You are without Luis Diaz. You are without maybe somebody else that can also deputize for Mohamed Salah. And if you notice, there was one particular game they played, can't remember who they played now, where he had to play Frimpong as a number 11 or a number 7.
Against Arsenal.
Okay. Also,
Frimpong played up front. Yet Arsenal could not win.
So you can imagine. Also, they have defensive issues. They need to sign centre backs. The Magay they've been romanticizing and
He don't go now.
keeping him.
He don't go.
He has gone. Because I don't see why you could not go for him in January. What was keeping you from going for him in January? And City saw the opportunity. I'm like, okay, nobody needs him for now. We need him at the moment because Josko Vadio got injured. So defensive issues. They signed the likes of Frimpong and Kekes. These guys have big shoes to fill in terms of replacing the work rate of Robertson and also the play of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No be lie.
As much as we bash Arnold and say he's not defensively sound, once that guy starts play from that his position, is a proper ammunition for any side. Madrid fans also enjoyed it before he got injured. The way he sprays the pass, diagonal passes, or put the cross into the box 18 and all of that. So that's another major issue. He excelled last season because some teams were not up to par to be able to compete. But at the same time, he also excelled based on the template of Jurgen Klopp. Now it's his own template he has to work with these new players. In midfield, they are missing steel. They don't have steel like before. When Jurgen Klopp came, he made sure he signed the likes of Wijnaldum, Fabinho and co. That's to show you that he wants that midfield to be very strong. Liverpool's midfield is so porous that you can walk through.
Chai.
Szoboszlai is the only person doing the carry job, trying his best. That young man is trying. But it's not enough. You don't have a winger. You've lost the potency of someone like Luis Diaz, who would maraude. You might say, Luis Diaz is not so consistent. But when Luis Diaz is on his day, it would give you what a proper winger would give you. True. And that's what they're lacking. Defensive structure, midfield, they're lacking in almost every department. They have good players, no doubt. The likes of Florian Wirtz and a few other defensive midfielders that are also good. But they need one or two more signings to take care of those holes that they've left open. In defense, Van Dijk needs to be replaced. It will probably maybe Van Dijk and Konate. Because Konate is not that good. I don't understand the hype. It's not that good. So maybe change your defensive partnership in that defensive side. Your goalkeeper too. Alisson, the injury issues are too much. They have Mamardashvili. I don't know when he's coming back. Of course, he's on loan, but he will come back. So let's see how that goes. In midfield, they need to sign a proper DM. They don't have a DM. Relying on Gravenberch is a lie. You cannot rely on Gravenberch and you want to win treble. It's not possible. He's also injury prone. He's not even a natural defensive midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder, but you just decided to use him there. So are you seeing these problems that they're having? If you are able to sign good defenders, you sign a DM, and you also sign a winger, you're good to go.
It's looking like it's a long way off for Liverpool. It's looking like
they are 20 points behind us now, yeah?
It's not even just the points. Beyond the 20 points behind us now, this Liverpool, in the next 2-3 years, if some of these things where you talk, they don't implement them, the phase where man you go through, yes, they will go through it.
They'll go through that phase from Dalglish and co.
Because look at that. Look, when we talk about the manager, we also talk about senior players.
Yeah.
He gets some mistakes when Van Dijk go make. You go look, no be Van Dijk. Then his reaction after maybe they concede a goal or something happens, you're like, something is wrong in this squad.
Yeah.
Something is very wrong. Look at the game against Bournemouth now. Now you do mistake. Now you they blame person. Okay, then you pull one back. You say, okay, redemption.
Ginger.
Then una can't concede now. Sometimes I just think some of those antics where you want to be compared to Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, but just leave her. Face what you they do for pitch now. Liverpool fans, I don't wish you the best. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say I don't wish you the best. I wish you the best.
Imagine, Man U is on top of Liverpool.
That's so Man U was rich. You say Man U don't talk about that. So Man U love
it's been a long time.
But 500 million is each, man.
All right, so in the comment section, tell me, are you surprised that currently Manchester United is ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool?
And with the target
tops.
Sawa.
He no go talk if he do.
Carry ball. Remember, please subscribe on YouTube. Then turn on your post notification so that as we drop and you will get this information. When we enter break, once we come back, we'll continue the master on top of the. Welcome to Bet Boom! This is where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom, courtesy of Bet Nigeria, stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. And now they talk say evidence day, not be cho. What I go do now to give una and una go fit go verify to know say if Bet Nigeria talk say then go do am, then go definitely run am. So this punter put a stake of 1,000 naira on 7.97 odds to win how much? 7,969 naira 79 kobo. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 398,489 naira 63 kobo. This other punter put a stake of 4,000 naira on 34.74 odds to win 159,807 naira 32 kobo. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 799,036 naira 60 kobo. This other punter carry 1k stake on top of 358.66 odds. How much the person one win? 537,999 naira 54 kobo. Bet Nigeria say you are a good boy. Let me boom this ticket. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 2,318,937 naira 68 kobo. And finally, this punter put a stake of 25,000 naira on 7.89 odds to win 217,101 naira 13 kobo. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 2,171,011 naira 34 kobo. Somebody say boom, boom, boom. Now only on top of Bet Boom, courtesy your Bet Nigeria, it happen. Boom. Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Nigeria, your home of Bet Boom. This segment we done day. It gets some games when go happen this weekend. Put eye because action go plenty. There is Brighton, Everton. There is Leeds United against Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that one. Manchester United, Fulham. Whether they will continue with the way that they do or they go fool themselves. Real Madrid, Real Vallecano. Elche play host to Barcelona. There is also Napoli, Fiorentina, and there is Cremonese versus Inter Milan. In the German Bundesliga, Hamburg, it be like say that thing when Augsburg do. Una no say Bog they una name. Bayern go use una take rap semo. And finally, we also have Strasbourg against PSG. But let's talk about Manchester City traveling to play away at Spurs. How una they reason that game?
It's going to be, that's a possible banana peel for City. Yes.
Really?
Why? Because Tottenham somehow, maybe from the days of Pochettino, he knows how to just, stifle the neck of Pep Guardiola when it comes to that kind of fixture. Yeah. But another strange thing about this fixture is for Tottenham lately, in the last, let's say, 5 games now between themselves and Manchester City, they perform better when they go to the Etihad. They beat City at the Etihad. Meanwhile, City will do the return leg at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So I feel like that's probably what will happen. And with what's at stake right now, 4 points behind Arsenal. If they win, after Arsenal would probably beat Leeds or not, but if they win, they continue to apply more pressure with Mikel Arteta. So this is the game where they need to win and put aside whatever problems that they're having. They need to come together and win. And don't forget, Tottenham themselves are beginning to have romance with relegation now. I think they are 14th or 15th on the table. Thomas Frank cannot just find a way to ginger these boys to win games. And it's surprising to me, they find themselves 5th in the UEFA Champions League group phase and they're struggling in the league. The same way they got to the final of the Europa League last season.
Of the
Very
no,
true.
Man City is not.
No, only Man City.
Man
City are
is
out.
outside, yes.
City are out.
Man City is outside the top 8.
Outside.
No, Man City is top 4.
outside the top 8. Man City is outside the top 8.
Man City is
top 4. No, Barcelona is the one outside.
Barcelona is the one outside.
From
yes.
PSG in, I think, 6th
Almost
position
that's
till 13th. They are all on the same point. 13, 13,
Yeah.
13, 13.
Yeah.
The final game goes on.
So it's going to be a tough game. I expect Pep Guardiola to really bring out his boys. I think majorly Pep Guardiola's problem with these players is selection. Probably they are just too much for him to pick the right selection for each game, because most games, not every game is the same game. You play this particular team today, and the next weekend you're playing a different team and probably requires a different kind of player, a different style of play, right? So against Tottenham, they know each other very well. This is a game City need to win. There's no way we need to put this. They need to win, because if not, they will fall further behind us.
So your match prediction for that game?
I think this is going to be like a 1-0 to City. 1-0, 2-1 to City.
Ogala, your match prediction?
I think a lot of goals.
That game produces
Goals. But Man City should be able to win. Man City need to. If Pep dey behind Arteta, fear good day.
All right, Sawa, your match prediction?
Yeah, I think Toyo has pretty much said it all. Tottenham just surprisingly knows how to beat City. Surprisingly, home and away. They just, whether they are poor, whether they are good, they surprisingly know how to beat City. But now that Pep is within touching distance or within catching distance of Arsenal, can he do it? Give them that hot chase. I mean, like the Liverpool City chase we used to experience back then. The problem is that the squad is not good enough. This present Man City squad, they are still trying to get their acts together. But Tottenham has not been impressive. Nevertheless, I expect them to get something out of the game.
All right, interesting. What do you think say the scoreline go be? Put that for the comment section. Remember, subscribe on YouTube at Bet Naija and turn on post notifications so that as soon as we drop, you're going to get the information.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Now let's look at games. Small put our body.
Yeah.
We'll select games now. There is Aston Villa versus Brentford. Aston Villa at home against
win.
Brentford. Straight win or Aston Villa win either half.
Straight win. They won against Newcastle at the St. James
Yeah, but they
Park.
lost against Everton at home.
I'm talking about the recent game.
Yes, they lost against the Everton was a penultimate. They lost against Everton before winning against Newcastle.
Yes,
You know-
I'm talking about their last game.
their last home game.
Yeah, their last
game,
home
they
game
lost.
was against Everton.
Yes, but this is Brentford. Brentford are not bad. Okay, let's
Those
go
ones
with
too
winning
also
that half.
disgraced
Yes.
themselves against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. But me, I was happy
So
for Tara
Aston
winning.
Villa win either
the
half.
half,
Okay,
yeah.
no problem. Elche versus Barcelona.
Barcelona straight win.
Straight
They're on top of the table.
Real Madrid versus Real Vallecano.
Madrid straight win. They're
Madrid at home.
So straight win.
Okay. Cremonese versus Inter Milan.
Inter Milan
Inter
win.
straight win.
Away.
They're
Parma
going for-
Juventus.
Juve straight win.
Tricky.
Goals,
Goals 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah,
Over
Juve
1.5.
scored 3 against Napoli, but Parma, a stubborn side.
Okay, so over 1.5 in that game. All right. Then Hamburg versus Bayern Munich.
Bayern straight win.
Bayern
This
away.
one we don't go lose against Toyo
Wolfsburg.
FC. Don't go lose against Toyo FC. I don't trust
They
them
will
again.
come back with anger. Then Lyon versus Lille. Hendrick. 4 goals. Hat-trick in their last game.
Toto Ishe coach and they spoil players' life. Now
But
coaches.
Madrid big for that boy. Oh.
It wasn't that.
Are you sure?
Hendrick is
He had
good.
other young players with him now.
Exactly.
And he wasn't used.
See,
so it wasn't that.
Coach, Shebi Onazi tell you here that they say Coach fits destroy
Yes,
your
now.
career.
All right.
Yes,
so
I think
Lyon
would you go-
versus Lille.
Would you go both teams to score?
Or Lyon win either half.
BTS go good or 1.5 go good.
Both teams to score would be good.
1.5.
1.5 na same market.
That's same.
Okay, 1.5. All right, no problem. We go put the code for screen. Just go to about Bet Naija, go run am. Yes. May the odds be in our favor. Boom.
Amen.
Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment, where to become a guru, all you need to do is to predict correctly the outcome of 3 games. Make a break am now so that everybody go understand. Outcome of 3 games. Now, in the past, I used to give you 5 games and tell you to tell me the correct score. Bet Naija called me one hot afternoon and said, husband material, why 5 games? I said, I'm sorry. Give them 3 games. I said, yes, sir. Let them tell me the outcome, not the scoreline. So what does this mean? You're going to tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. It is that simple. Now, take those games now. Take those games now. Take those games now. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Paris FC versus Olympique Marseille. Liverpool versus Newcastle United. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Paris FC versus Olympique Marseille, Liverpool versus Newcastle United. Tell me which team would lose. Tell me which team would win. And tell me which game would end in a draw. It is as simple as that. And you become a guru and win fantastic prizes courtesy of Bet Naija. Oya, begin to make your outcome. Oya, begin to predict the outcome right now. Thank you so much, Oganla, the administrator, upshooting.
Director.
Upstars. Thank you so much, Toyo, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sawadinho.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho on the microphone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
incoming champion.
Quadruple champion.
Okay.
Of where?
Huh?
Of where?
Make una shall bring me come that edition.
You know they come. You
No
know
worries.
they come.
No problem. Subscribe on YouTube at Bet Naija. I take up Beguna beg. May the odds be in our favor. Bye.